was thinking about how this modern Trump administration really mirrors a lot of what you see in like ancient Rome with Caesar, Crassus, and Pompey around the time of the Catiline conspiracy. I saw somebody posting a Cicero quote as a way to talk about liberals and Antifa, and how that is who Cicero is discussing when he talks about people poisoning the insides of the government. And so I don't have the full quote. You can go look it up. It is clearly about overreaching authoritarian bounds, just like what Trump is about to do. So Cicero is addressing the triumvirate of Caesar, Crassus, and Pompey. All right, Caesar is a highly charismatic individual, great military leader, and I'm basically in modern times, ancient military leaders, the kind of power that they wage is what wealth gets you in current times. Wealth and elite status from familial lines. But that is Trump. That is Trump. He is the closest thing we have to Caesar. He's charismatic, and he'll flip on a dime. Constantly backstabbing is something interesting. Crassus, all right, known as the richest man in Rome. You know who I'm about to talk about. That reminds me of Elon. He's by far the richest man in the world. And what we're running into is that he can kind of leverage and do anything that you need to do. In Rome, they let you buy votes. You know what we're doing today? Pretty much the same thing. Richest man in the world comes in and bankrolls a campaign, and now you have Republicans that are scared to go up against Trump because they're going to have to face opposition next go around. You know, they don't have the funds to fight Elon. Not all of these little guys. A couple of the big ones can, but that's it. And the last one is Pompey, and I'll say this is maybe a stretch, but with Pompey, he was aligned with Sulla for a while, and through myriad of power shifts and political dynamics we're not going to get into, he always just seems to be friends with whoever is in charge. That reminds me a lot of Mark Zuckerberg. He's going to align to whatever the current power structure is to survive, all the while he's benefiting himself through running his own platform. So I think whenever people flippantly use these Cicero quotes and talk about ancient Rome and how Trump's going to make things better, history shows probably not going to do so good. And it's the history you're quoting. You just didn't read past the quote. Read some books.